Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Welcome back to a Roombas of Thought live stream. I can talk this time, which makes a pleasant change.
Yay!
I am, as always, Stalking Horse, and with me is my co-host...
Indecisive Spud.
It is good to be back.
Yep. And where are we back to? Well, the...
Fish. Many fish.
Yes. Some of them are big, far too big. We would like it if they weren't this big.
Yeah. So, without waiting around any longer, welcome back.
We're going to have to wait around a little longer because there's a loading screen.
Well, yeah, but without waiting for the Switch any longer, I switched to the wrong window there and clicked on the wrong thing.
Oh.
Yeah, welcome back to Subnautica Below Zero.
Yep. Yes.
Little pingling making its way across the bottom of the screen, as always.
Yes.
Yeah. The protagonist in the corner advising me to aim better. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Every time I see that, I'm just reminded of a joke I heard once. Just I sent this guy a get better soon card. Oh, that's nice of you. No, he wasn't sick. I just thought he should do better.
Okay, that... Wow. Meanwhile, what have we acquired recently? Well, we discovered that you can use... Mine uses a propulsion cannon. And we use it to acquire this amazing stuff called magnetite.
Yeah, we are now the proud owners of a lot of magnetite. Assuming I can remember where I put it. I put it in the prawn suit, didn't I? Why am I in here? There it is!
Yes, look at it! All this magnetite.
I can make so many scanner rooms.
Yeah, that's fair.
But, not immediately, because I have a potato.
Yep. We're gonna need to actually put away, you know, the, all this stuff, right?
Welcome aboard,
Yeah.
Captain.
For this, I recommend we head back to Outpost Hammond.
Yep. I'm much more annoyed and frustrated by the fact that, you know, the Outpost Titanic, which you incorrectly attributed to the blockbuster, was attributing it to the, you know, actual ship.
I mean, technically, if you're attributing it to one, you're attributing it to the other these days. It was a convenient joke to tie into Outpost Jaws. What do you want from me?
I'm not actually sure, but yeah, I'm still annoyed by the fact that, you know, it marks all the prawn suits as, you know, fragments, but yet it doesn't, you know, allow us to, you know, scan them and get rid of them.
Because we've already got a prawn suit, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention. During my solo stream, while I was cruising around without a sea truck, when I was left with just the prawn suit,
Yeah?
I fell in the hole.
Which hole?
That one.
Oh.
And more
the deep
importantly,
bit hole.
yeah, this one. The hole that screams at you. I found out what was screaming at me.
Yeah?
It was a squid shark.
Ah!
One squid shark. There were not any leviathans in that hole at all.
Oh.
There was no connection to anything deeper, but there was just one squid shark wandering around in it.
Ah, lost, angry, and confused.
Yeah. Also noisy. It was very, very noisy.
My brand's producer was, you have a drill arm?
Yeah.
You have a, grapple shot?
Yeah, I drilled it in the nose a bit. It went away. That didn't stop it from being very, very rude while it was there.
Ah. Anything else interesting in the hole?
Yeah, that's where I found the blueprints for half the sea truck modules.
Ah.
Which explains why we've been having so much trouble with them. Because we hadn't gone to the easily explorable bit where they were all hidden.
Right.
Now, what do these take again? Copper and magnetite. Copper I can also do.
Yeah.
I'm going to turn a bunch of magnetite into these. Correction, copper I cannot do.
Right. I was thinking along the lines of, don't you have spare copper in, copper wires and, inside sea truck bits? As in like the storage shelves in the sea truck?
Most of that's effectively planned building material.
Ah.
That's why I keep labeling the lockers. That one's for the scanner room, that one's for the bioreactor. At the moment, that one's general storage. I have a little copper kicking around here, but...
it's mostly gold.
Yeah.
And titanium. Okay.
Yeah, which is frustrating, but... yeah. Hang on. On the scanner, do I have... No, I did not include the copper for the upgrades. Well done. Looks like I'm short on several things. Because I'm short on quartz, I'm short on copper, I'm short on lithium. I'm no longer short on magnetite though, I'm pretty sure I can say that safely.
Yep. You might want also, finally deal with the, what is it? Not iron cube, but super battery for propulsion cannon.
Yes. Just need one of you. Oh, in fact, better plan. Where did I put it? I put it in the sea truck, didn't I?
Because with, Because the propulsion cannon is, a lot more important than you think because, well... It's got the entire, well, this is how you mine stuff thing.
Yep. Well, that's disorienting. Okay. Now I have a partly used ion cube. I can charge batteries, but I can't charge cubes.
True.
Let me see. An ion battery, gold, silver, lithium. Bit short on gold too. Silver, on the other hand, we're fine.
Yeah, the other thought I had with copper was, you know, do we have an excess of batteries we could just take apart?
Not really. I've already dismantled most of those, I think.
Go check.
Hey! Batteries are full charge.
Ah, nice.
Is nice, I guess.
Yeah.
Although I am now wondering.
Yeah?
If I were to take apart an ion battery, or specifically that ion battery, would I get a full charge cube out of it?
Huh. I do not know.
Huh. What do you know? It is about my cube.
The other thought I had was, you sound very confident that, you've emptied out the storage of the spare batteries, have we?
If we haven't, there'll be an electrical. I'm not expecting there to be many. I may have forgotten a couple, but I was pretty sure I'd broken all the batteries down as I went. No, I didn't. We have plenty of batteries.
Yeah, I'm just looking at that thinking, yeah, that's, you know, each battery is like a copper wire or something?
One copper ore.
No.
It's all the spare ribbon plants I'm worried about.
True. We're so self-sufficient on solar, my suggestion of, you know, we can dump this all into, you know, what should we call it? The, bioreactor, it's not actually that good of a suggestion.
No, because the bioreactor is full.
Yeah.
I could dump them into a different bioreactor.
You know what? That's...
Because some of my outposts still have bioreactors that need fueling.
That's a good point. Cause yeah, didn't you have that exploit thing with, I think, the scanner that was, you know, it produces a battery?
Yeah. Because that means I've got infinite copper.
Yeah.
Because if I can produce infinite batteries, I can produce infinite copper.
Yes.
Oh, that just feels like cheating. I like it. Let's do that.
Yes. Well, when we need more copper anyway, we got some.
Yeah. Why did I come up here? I need to be in here. Takes up less room if I convert it.
True.
I think there was a little left in the one suit.
How full's the bioreactor locker?
Very.
Ah.
I I could make another storage module.
Nah, no need. I was just curious.
Hmm. Three, 4. I'm going to need an overflow magnetite locker. That's good news.
Also, why are you carrying around the mesh?
Don't know. I'll stop carrying it around in a minute. Also, what did it take to... 5 glass. Sod. Never enough quartz when you need it.
I'm gonna blame this on your window obsession.
Fair. But I mean, look at this place. You would have me not install all the windows?
Technically, yes.
You have no artistic flair when it comes to your base design.
I do not. You're talking to someone who thinks that boxes make perfectly fine base designs.
And you are talking to someone who once saw a YouTube video of someone who put a conference room in their base design and went, I think I can top that.
Okay. We might want to dump all the batteries back into, you know, Batterylandia. Electrical.
No, we want to dump all the batteries into the hereafter. Ah. Need to recharge them first. Missed. It's faster to go this way these days, isn't it?
Did we put anything into the
Captain.
quantum locker that we need to take out?
No.
Okay.
I'll double check, but no. Okay, recyclotron ingredients, flare in case I'm on land, because it's a snowstalker repellent. Emergency salads, a table coral for scanner rooms, all my chips, and the pengling.
Pretty good.
Yes, the quantum locker is for things I need occasionally.
Yep.
Okay.
What's in your inventory right now that we want to pull away?
3 copper and a lithium. Okay.
Right.
That's the magnetite stowed.
Yep. So, to I guess the Alpha Lands?
Alpha
Not Alpha Lands.
The what?
My dumb ass basically mistaked 0 for Alpha.
No, they are very different things. I might drop off some of my new range expanders at Outpost Titanic, but other than that, it's that or the Deep Below. So
Yeah. I'm just thinking the other one was, you know, did you ever get round to chucking range extenders onto pay dirt?
not sure. I think so. Go around the shark. They can shout at me all they like. As far as I'm concerned, if they crash into the sea truck after I've avoided them, that's on them.
Yeah.
Go around the whale.
Hey, is that a window? No, just a panel. Do you remember to grab the range extenders?
Welcome aboard, Captain.
No, I did not. Well, the meme continues.
Yep.
Hey! Yeah, that looks like an unfriendly place. Especially if I push this button.
Yep. What else is new that we could spot from here because of this? Diamond... fragments. Grumble, grumble, grumble. Oh, hey, heat areas.
Yeah. There's magnetite down this end now. Oh, I'm deep enough to find nickel. Huh. Leaving aside the wreck, are there any fragments further away that we should be aware of? I mean, obviously there's some immediately below us, but we don't care about those. Yeah, this seems like even more of a bad place to go. Considering the seafloor disappears below the actual floor.
Yeah. I'm sort of just staring at this and thinking, yeah, those are all, you know, appearing to be in the wreck, and they're probably, you know, the suit. You know, the suits of, we can't scan these because reasons.
Yeah. But I mean, it's going to pick up the ones it's picked up before first. And then the scanner room is going to work quite slowly because we've put 4 range upgrades and 0 speed upgrades in it. On the bright side, I can now scan just about everything. Well, that would be... Okay, what can go on to emergency power?
Which ones did you leave the scanner room upgrade running for? The scanner room's running for?
None of them. I turned off all the scanner rooms. It was Outpost Flytrap.
Oh, right, yeah, that one's the biomass only.
Yeah, bioreactor only.
Yep.
Next time I've got some titanium and gold, I really should make it a power line and put some solar panels on it.
Now then, where to? Given that our scan for fragments has turned up for, you know...
Exactly
all
nothing.
the stuff inside the ship. What?
Exactly nothing?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go check on Outpost Pay Dirt.
Okay.
Really should get around to installing Outpost Pay Dirt's moon pool. Not now, of course. I have a potato. It is, after all,
Yep, and you know exactly what my opinion is. Yeah, it's like you're the person who basically spends probably spend a while essentially aligning the table. Meanwhile, my thought is just put the table down somewhere.
That's how you wind up with inefficient, sprawling base layouts. Because you always need one more thing, and you just put it somewhere, and then it's not connected to anything it needs to be connected to.
And I'm just meanwhile thinking of you know, me and my sister. It's like, my sister's room, you can hardly walk. because of the mess, and I'm just like, yeah, my area's, you know, sure it can be a little messy at times, but, you know, the floor's clear all the time. Yeah, out of here. Grab the thingies.
Good catch. Hello, seal.
Oh, hey,
creatures.
it's the seals.
Yes. It's also bloody cold.
Hmm.
I know this is not the building I was coming into, I just want to check it for things.
Hmm.
Marble melon.
Hmm.
I could eat that tree.
No, go check the scanning room.
I've got enough trees to eat.
Yes, you do.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
And you display. Ooh. Underwater islands.
I think those might just be, you know, the lily pad lands.
There's the Telisserate. I look for Go whales. There's one there.
Yep, there's
Yeah.
the whales in the islands.
Yeah, that's the planned location for Outpost Cardiff. Yeah, it's time to pick them up now.
Yeah, my thought right now is you put the scanner on the top of a hill when what you want to scan is down.
I mean, in my defense, I also wanted to scan neighbouring icebergs, in case there were any metal veins
Okay.
in them. But honestly, what I really, really want to install here right now... I shouldn't do this now, but just for demonstration purposes. I want to work out if I can get a vertical connector to stick on the bottom of a base, so that I can gradually install a ladder.
Huh. Ah, yes, that.
Yeah, because right now I'm a bit short on water in this base.
You can eat your shrub nut tree and then we can get going. Hey, and we have a convenient shortcut downwards too.
Yes, we do. Make sure I'm not jumping on the ice this time.
Yep.
Okay.
Frostbite?
I mean, this raises a question we should really have on stream, which is of unexplored areas of the map, we have up and we have down. Down is where there was a thing on the map called on the scanner room called a shadow leviathan, which sounds, you know, cheerful and friendly, good neighbours.
Mm-hmm.
I think my blood pressure would be better served by trying to wander through all of these crevices to see if we can find Outpost 0.
Yep.
As we've mostly explored this territory through here, the icebergs. We've mostly explored the area around our life pod. We've mostly explored around Delta. We've been as far out as Maida's sea base. We've been down into the lily pad cavern bits, the sea monkey caves. We found the leviathans under the lily pads. We found Omega. I think we've been everywhere else except right down deep and up to the top. So.
I vote snow. That sounds loud and kinda angry. I don't want to deal with it.
Shock. It is a shock.
Shark.
Shark. Yeah. It's interesting how different kinds of biologists will put up with different things. One second. While I was boosting the afterburners there, it's on my shift key, so Windows decided to throw a pop-up in my face that said, "You have pressed shift multiple times. Do you want to turn on sticky keys?" And I went, "No."
Oh god, that reminds me of my, my current, well, not current, but recent Windows gripe. It decided that, no, we're going to go to the Amsterdam time zone now.
No,
Island?
Yes, I have found the island. It is not what I was looking for.
Try reversing.
Yeah, let's go around the island. That seems like a smarter move.
Yep. day. Now I'm reminded of, the two meme images of first time playing Subnautica and second time playing Subnautica. The first one is, the guy huddled inside that box with the tiny porthole. It's kind of rusty. The second time is picture of ocean, picture of insulting gesture.
Yeah, you do get more confident after playing it for a while. To the point where even if you lose all your tools, you know the strategies to employ.
Yep.
Fish.
Yep, fish. Fish.
Ow. I think I just hit something.
What'd you hit?
I don't know. I said I think I just hit something. As long as I still have a prawn suit, I should be okay.
What's inside the prawn suit storage besides, locker?
A spare magnetite and 2 river tracks.
Okay. We can probably dump that into one of the lockers here.
Yeah.
As in lockers in the sea truck.
No, lockers in
Probably
the sea truck are either purpose made or full.
No, there aren't. There's one that's empty because you took out all the scan room upgrades from it.
Yeah, but I'm gonna fill that back up with scanner room upgrades, aren't I?
Ah, more spare batteries.
Yeah, I didn't actually break any of these down, did I?
Oh, the diamond collection.
Yep. Scanner room. What range do you have pointing me to outpost 0? None. Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do this via the art of grabbing the suit and walking.
Yep. But
that's why I was asking about what's in its storage.
Yeah. Okay. I shouldn't need much in the way of materials harvesting, though. So what I might do is I might offload some of this into the prawn suit storage, so that if I need to, I can throw together a scanner room and basic tunnel tube base at any point en route.
Okay. I was thinking that, given that it's going to be unexplored territory, we'd probably be able. You have the spare coral, and I know that we'd probably find quartz on the way and stuff like that. We'd probably be able to just sort of scavenge the materials together.
Why would I scavenge anything? I've got them here. Don't need a bioreactor though. Could use the titanium. And I don't think I have the spare quartz for a hatch.
Yeah.
So I can build a scanner room but not get into it, which seems a little stupid. Also, I don't have any magnetite for range upgrades anymore.
Yeah, so that's why I was thinking, if necessary, we'd scavenge one together, but I don't think we're going to be able to,
Yeah, so I've got a table coral in the portable locker anyway, so I think I just go.
Yeah, maybe shove the portable locker into your inventory.
It's in the
That way we don't lose it. I was thinking also, maybe before we go, eat a tree.
Better idea. Eat a salad.
That works too. Now then, onwards to... Well, we're actually not sure where we're going.
Yes. Beacon, I think I've got one in the locker. I should be fine.
No, I'm pretty sure you don't. Check.
You're right, I do not currently have a beacon in there.
Right. Yep, because we're going exploring, we very much definitely need beacons.
Multiple beacons.
We got a recyclotron here and a pile of batteries. We can work with this. I was talking about the batteries inside the storage cupboard, but whatever. And the flashlight's just another battery because we have one already.
True. Make sure to recycle the right one.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, and you can grab some titanium from the titanium locker inside the sea truck.
Yes. Ooh. I can also... means I can't make a window, but... now I can make a hatch.
You know what? Good point. I love how the opinion of batteries has become, I guess you're in copper now.
Yep. We have cubes for this.
Yes.
Seriously? Beacons! I think I was
Yes.
here for. I'll make a fifth. No, I can't spare the titanium. I'm fine.
Why not?
Never know when you're going to need titanium. More importantly, I may not be able to spare the copper.
Ah.
Okay. Judging by this map, we need to be up there.
Or something similar. We'll cross the... my brain's like, we cross that bridge when we get to it. And then it's like, oh hey, there's the bridge!
Yep.
No, we've been here. I think we went the wrong way.
Well, I've been hugging a wall, effectively. Looking for a way through.
There's titanium if you want it, though. Offering.
We need to be going that way as much as possible. If I go back towards a ledge...
Is there any way we can get past that?
I
no,
can't
not
see
quite.
One. So
right.
This way's as far... Go that way. Come. No gaps in the tunnel.
Huh.
I can't mine through the ice. I logically should be able to, but I can't. I try and get back on course by coming up here. And I'm back at the mine site.
Huh. I'm sincerely hoping that we can, you know, get there and we won't have to, you know, build a new base on the edge of the shore over there instead.
So that
is by the power of zooming in, please help. Yeah, because I fully expect, like, we went across the bridge, but it's sort of like, it's so close, it feels like you should be able to get there.
Yeah, but I think this little cul-de-sac here is the mine site.
Yeah.
Looking
you get there on the
walls
floor.
Of all his,
looks sealed. Maybe bar, you know, because there's two places I can see that might let you through. Yeah, down by the shore, and maybe somewhere about, yeah, there-ish. Those are the only two places I can think of that might let you through. Unless there's like a really long tunnel, which if that's the case, I can't really help you much.
A really long tunnel, you say?
Yeah, you know, like extensive cave system, but above ground.
Now, just when you said a really long tunnel, I need to get back to Outpost Shai Hulud. Oh, shut up, you.
Why?
Not you, the ice worm.
No, you said you need to get back to Outpost Shai Hulud.
Because Outpost Shai Hulud showed me, if I can get up these ladders,
Welcome aboard, Captain.
a really long tunnel!
That's a really long tunnel down!
And up! Really long tunnel starts here. Come up this end. Where am I?
Okay, huh.
So, question is, Where is that cave?
Huh.
That's the chill fields. Where's the bridge?
The reason I thought that it might work was hang on, stop, slow down for a moment. Right. Love to gesture, but the problem of being in, you know, two different places is I can't gesture. I can gesture with mouse and stuff, but you can't see it.
No, I can't. I can gesture with mine.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure I know where on this, you know, the bridge generally is, but still.
Yeah.
It's basically over that chasm there.
Okay, this promontory here.
Yep.
This is Outpost Frostbite.
Yep.
Which means that the bridge is there.
Yep.
More or less.
Yeah, and you could see, like, if you follow that shelf, like this shelf, like the Outpost Frostbite shelf, and basically other side of the no, not below Outpost Frostbite, on Outpost. Yeah.
So from Outpost Frostbite, if that's the Outpost Frostbite. Okay, if that's the Outpost Frostbite promontory, and I'm just going to circle round it, which might look a bit weird, but that's the other end of the Outpost Frostbite. So if I turn and face due to 1 point off north from Outpost Frostbite, it should lead me, in fact, due north.
Yep, that's Frostbite. Underwater cave.
Should lead me to this underwater cave here.
Yeah, I was talking about not the underwater cave and tunnel.
To there.
Yep, I was not talking about the underwater cave and tunnel. I was talking about, you know, Frostbite promontory. You see the cliff about that same level? Like how it's got that cliff. If you follow along and go there, keep following, that looks incredibly like a path. Like, you can follow that shelf.
It's this shoreline here.
Yeah. Because I was thinking, if you can follow along with it, you can keep walking, and that will easily, you know, take you along the edge towards Outpost Zero.
It's worth a try.
Because I was not looking forward to, you know, trying to find a tiny cave underwater.
Very fair. So.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Let's head back to the shorefront and see if we can follow the shore. If we can't follow the shore,
yep,
then we will turn around and try and follow the cave instead. That sound reasonable?
Yeah.
Okay, that's the bridge. So we need to be on this side. And that's about even with Outpost Frostbite, I think. So down there, along that way, is where you were thinking.
Yeah.
I mean, worst case scenario, we come back and try again. So...
yeah. Because, you know, cave hole. Look to the left every so often for me, please. So that way we can...
It's a wall.
Right.
It's a wall.
Huh.
We're out of shoreline, so I'm just going to turn and try and head as far north as I can without falling in the water. That's a cliff. I strongly suspect we need to be on the top of the cliff.
Wait, no. There's a way up, I think.
Not enough height.
Not quite.
But that way does lie north. Now we know what we're looking for, we just need to find it in the right place. That looks promising if we can get onto it.
Yep.
Oh great, that's going to make navigating so much easier.
Right, we have this magic grapple beam.
Yeah, it's not magic, it won't do anything, but it'll help us.
My brain is looking at that and going, that looks grappleable.
If we miss, we fall in the water, and in the worst case we have to climb back onto some of this land, so I'll give it a go. Hey! Part of me really wants to build a scanner room.
My brain's rubbing, well, it would help us with the art of being not lost.
Of course, I don't have quite the right ingredient mix.
True. Turn face left because it might just be a... Okay, stop. I think it might just be a fog thing as well.
Because we're...
The fact that, you know...
I think we're probably somewhere on here right now.
Yeah. And
Probably
is that
somewhere on
a
the ice
tiny...
shelf.
Yeah, ice shelf. Is that a tiny gap we might have to jump over? On the map.
There?
Or a bit of a gap anyway, yeah.
I don't know. I might be able to tell you if I can see through the freaking fog.
Stupid fog.
Nope. Its ability to go up by grappling is limited.
Yeah.
But if you already have momentum, grappling will pull you onward. I really don't want to walk into a bunch of ice worms doing this.
Yeah. And it looks big and flat.
Yes, it does. Suspiciously so. Hey, we found the drop pod.
Hey! Yes, we did. My brain's merely provided me with the words, let's go down and have a look and, you know, see if we missed anything.
Getting back up here, I think I can see a route.
Yeah. Because previously we couldn't get up here because of, you know, heat constraints and all that.
Which are now meaningless. I forgot to pick up the thermosuit.
Rude.
Well, that's okay, because I have a prawn.
Yep.
Prawn can't go that way, apparently. Well, great, now I can't see anything.
Ugh. Oh god. Part of me's thinking, we can't see anything to the point where it's a whiteout, we might just have to sit here and wait.
Yeah. Looks like a short
Because why
situation to me.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's a, even if we did go explore, we wouldn't know where, where anything interesting was. We could walk, 20 feet past it. As we could be within 20 feet of it and we wouldn't be able to tell.
Yeah. That's a bit better.
Yeah.
Right. Shore situation
Right.
over.
Yep. Do we want to, mark out crash pod anyway with a beacon?
Yes. But I want to make certain that if I go down there, I can get back. I don't just want to walk off a cliff and call it a day. That looks
Probably have
scrappable.
to. Yeah.
I think I found an invisible wall. It is an invisible
boy.
wall.
Huh.
There's an invisible wall around the crash site. That seems unsporting. But, since I can climb the rocks, what I'm thinking is that I may go back along here.
Yep.
And drop a beacon on the climbable bit. What was that? Lightning!
Yep.
And you know what? I'm playing all of this by ear. Let's go. Okay. 100 meters. This is... Okay, that looks like the chasm where we came off the life pod. We should be able to get back up here.
Yep. Hey!
Excuse me.
You mind?
Yeah, you mind, Lily? These are thermal lilies, so... There we go.
Yep. Yep, invisible wall.
That feels unsporting.
I mean, thinking we might have accidentally gone out of bounds.
No, because, look, if this is the crash site, Outpost Zero is just over here.
I was thinking like the mountain chunk we might have gone a little out of bounds. Anyway, mark the crash site.
Yep.
My brain has provided me with the words, "It's still on fire." And again, I'm reminded of, the coal fire that's been burning since medieval, like since before, BC or whatever.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I'm not seeing anything else to scavenge here.
True. Ooh, my brain's provided with the words, yes, the crash site, or a practical exercise in litho breaking.
Litho breaking, I'm gonna have to remember that term.
You're gonna have to, yeah, litho breaking. Cool term.
Yeah. Yeah, one of those very technical terms for crash.
Yep.
Right up there with controlled flight into terrain.
Then again, it's, you know, litho breaking is actually a method of stopping things if, you know, whatever is inside isn't that fragile.
If whatever's inside isn't that fragile, nice asterisk.
Yeah, essentially, I think they used to do it for, you know, the US used to do it for film canisters and such.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see if we can find a way up onto this promontory. Was there a peeper chilling on this iceberg a second ago?
What the? Wait. I'm an idiot!
What? Were you just surprised by the existence of our own frickin' base?
Yes!
Which one of us gave the brain cell to keep the stream going today?
In theory, you. In practice,
Missed. Well, something about that ain't working.
Yep. My brain's going, if only we could, you know... It's like, yes, Subnautica gets its vibe from, you know, having so much, you know, unmapped terrain, but seriously, could we, you know, actually, you know, map some of it? Like, it doesn't, I don't care if, you know, we can't, you know, map it normally. Like, could we just, you know, at least, you know, have the ability to, you know, the scanner room relative thing I complained about earlier. Get up there. Where are we? Grumble, grumble, grumble. Stupid maps and stupid scanner rooms and stupid...
We're about here.
Huh. Right, I think we might have to resort to your tunnel idea. Clearly this isn't working.
No. Although it was. That's just it, it was. Hello, penguin colony.
Hello.
Whoa, penguin.
Question. If we look into the scanner room here, what does it say? In terms of terrain.
Not much above sea level.
Okay.
See what I mean? It was working.
Yep.
If we go around the life pod, I might hopefully turn the crash site beacon back on, so I know where the thing I'm avoiding is.
Yep.
And then I head pretty much northeast of it.
Okay.
I should trip over Outpost 0.
Yep.
No, I clipped into a mountain. Something's
You're clipping
gone
into a
wrong.
mountain, that means you're out of bounds, I think.
Didn't think there was any such thing in Subnautica. The Leviathans came to kill you. Yeah, I'm very mistrustful of this.
Yeah, I'm thinking we clearly don't know how to get to Outpost 0 properly in this case. Yeah, I don't trust this. Let's get back into something that's seemingly in bounds.
I'll just head south. I'll hit
Yep.
water at some point.
Yep.
Especially since we're now in a whiteout at night, which terribly helpful.
Yeah.
At least the moon looks nice.
Hmm.
As does Murder Death Planet.
Right.
Hey, there's the base.
Yep. We're probably gonna have to resort to, the...
Ooh, that's...
Wait, can you jump off the bluff?
Yeah, that's interesting. This here is the bluff I was unable to jump onto before.
Huh.
We
Yeah,
are
I'm thinking you're...
here.
Huh.
Apparently Outpost 0 is somewhere in the mountain, which is weird.
Right.
Anyway. You were asking if I could jump off here?
Yep.
Where would you like me to jump to?
I'm thinking go to the Pingling base to charge up the batteries a little.
Whee!
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Next thing I'm thinking is, after charging the batteries a little bit, maybe Frostbite and then, after Frostbite, basically Frostbite, get the cold suit on, we try the tunnel.
Yeah. Works for me.
Oh, hey, water bottle.
Whoop. Grapple myself into a fish. That's something I haven't done in a while.
Yeah, okay. I just had a look at the what should we call it? The just had a quick look at the maps for, you know how there was a fan-made map that was interactive on of normal Subnautica? Just had a quick look on the one for Below Zero, and yes, we were indeed off the official map.
That's a yikes.
Because the shuttle crash zone was, you know, technically at the edge of it. So we had sort of gone around, you know, the invisible walls that the developers, you know, usually put in to stop people doing shenanigans like we did.
Yeah, I think the problem is that Subnautica doesn't usually put in invisible walls.
Yeah. Actually, I'm thinking we might want to actually keep the rebreather and the suit and you know, all that suit on us, because we'll be going underwater part of the way.
It's a lot of inventory space.
True. I'm thinking cold suit and the rebreather helmet actually just works as a combo, I think.
So rebreathe the helmet with the cold suit and gloves.
Yeah. Basically something for the insulation if we're outside, and something for, you know, so that way when we're underwater, we, you know...
We shouldn't be going deep anyway.
Shouldn't be, but...
Captain.
Actually, yeah, we shouldn't be, but still, my brain is going, yeah, best pre-prepared. But, yeah.
Whoops. Something didn't go
You're gonna
right there.
Yep. So we have to find, you know... We're gonna have to find the outpost K, wherever it is.
Over there, I think.
Huh. That would make sense. Walk along the bottom and see what we find.
Oh look, I found it.
Yeah. Hey, copper.
Yeah. What was that you said about, And hey, this looks familiar.
The hell? Hang on. Oh, god damn it.
What?
I read somewhere online while looking at other stuff that there existed apparently icewall one-way gates in Subnautica Below Zero for some reason. Are we going to... Gates? Question mark?
What?
Yeah. On my ice wall? Because for some reason, sometimes we can't get through it. Right, that offends me. We're going to go to Shai Halud, and then we're going to figure out a way to get him from the top. Is that a good idea?
If you like, because Shai Halud can scan it. If Shai Halud can scan it, I wonder...
Wonder what? Because I'm thinking we'll start with, you know, try and figure out where it is relative to everything else and then move on from there.
Now we know where to look, it's pretty close to Frostbite, so I'm just wondering if I can pick it up on the scanner room now I know what I'm looking for.
Rude.
I wonder what happens if you build a moon pool on land.
I have no idea.
Frostbite is there. Frostbite promontory. Due north. There's the cave.
And it goes off the edge of the map, which is
Nope.
why we need Shai Halud, I think.
It comes to the surface.
No, it doesn't. Not quite.
Yes, it does. There. That's an
Okay,
entrance.
right.
So, here.
Yep. We'll have to probably get up at least one layer.
Okay, so...
So, I'm thinking at least go to Shai
up there.
Halud because we can get a clear image there.
Across the bridge. Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right. This is
Because I
slightly
don't think we
closer,
can plan
so-
very well with jumping like crazy.
I mean, I could see it, but I've got good spatial awareness, and I'm the one in control of the camera, so I know everything it's doing.
Yeah.
Trying to coordinate, yeah, we're gonna need to switch things up a little.
Yeah. Yeah. While we're walking to Shai Halud, I'm gonna go get food.
Good idea. I'm gonna keep my eyes open for minerals as well. I need gold. Because wonderful little trick about scanner rooms, you can dismantle them. And you get a 100% refund.
Now my idea for gold. Sea truck.
Should have said something before I got to Shai Halud.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Okay, where are we? Okay, I think I've got a plan.
Right, so, how goes the cave find
Right,
thing?
okay, so you see this here is Outpost Shai-Hulud, and it's a little cul-de-sac, right?
Yep.
Straight across this way to the north-northwest, that's a worm plane, right?
Yep.
Push straight across to the opposite side.
Yeah.
Come around here, that looks like another worm plane, but if we instead turn the corner and go over here and then go through the wall, this looks like a cave network. And when I follow through, it connects to this, which connects to this, which connects to that, which is the cave that comes up near the promontory.
Okay.
So, if we come out of Outpost Shai-Hulud,
Yep.
head east-northeast just enough to clear the wall, then head just off north,
Yep.
right the way across, until we pass the big ice wall, come round, and then head east-northeast again, we'll hit the caves.
Okay.
Also, am I the only one who's been hearing the sound of ice worms tunneling around while I've been in this room?
Think so.
That's concerning. Because they were showing up on OBS.
There again, I was a little distracted, getting food and all that.
Yeah. You know what, just to be safe, yeah, I'm gonna go out this door. Yeah, this is the problem with your box theory of base design.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
If there is danger, you can't see it coming. It was an east-northeast, just enough to pass the wall. Then go west-northwest across the worm plane. Didn't we?
You're the one who invented the instructions, so...
Yeah. Just repeating them helps me navigate. And that is less than great, but beats being ice worm food, so...
What the heck is down here?
Danger, by the sound of it.
Yep. Get into the prawn!
Prawn can't get that though.
Didn't they say these were the ice worm tunnels?
Yes.
I would like to not be here, please.
Seconded. I suspect that the way in may be through the ice worm tunnels.
Maybe. Have we hit the correct location yet, or are we, before that?
I thought we were before that, but I could be wrong.
I think we might. If we're before that, then that is, just normal tunnel. Full of ice worm. So much as that can't be normal.
I mean, here's the thing. A tunnel full of ice worm. Sounds bad. But I have a prawn suit. And I'm pretty sure that not even an ice worm can insta-kill a prawn suit.
That's a good point. But I'm just thinking, if we want to do this, we might want to come back with thumpers.
That'll be very costly in batteries.
True.
That to me looks like copper and silver,
Yeah,
maybe?
because this is... Maybe, but yeah, this feels like it's a little bit too small for the prawn suit.
I fit down the tunnel. What I want to know is, what happens if a worm comes along and tries to fight me while I'm in the tunnel?
Because at that point, I think you're just doomed because you have no escape method. Let's go to the proper place first. Maybe mark this off as, tunnel entrance and with a beacon, and then we'll deal with this later.
Yeah. I got out of here before.
Yeah.
What's going on with the prawns? Why won't it climb? Oh, that's throwing me into the tunnel. Which is where I don't want to be. Yeah, because of that.
Yep.
That was close.
Yep.
Yeah, I think you may be right about the thumpers.
Okay.
Right. Problem is, following the directions led me to this blank wall. And there should be a gap around which I could curve. Through that gap, maybe?
Hang on. Yeah, I think we might be a little early for the curve. Do you want to mark down the place of, the beacon first? The whole of,
Where did that go?
Yeah, I think it clipped in.
Oh, there it is.
Oh. Let's shove it, in the snow in front of the thing. That works too.
turn northeast again. Go. And we find a cave network.
And ladders?
I know that up seems counterintuitive right now. It's taking me away from the stabby ground.
Yep. What the? Holy, scanner please.
Teleporter! I don't have a cube, but there's one in Davy Jones.
Yep.
Means I can't build a recyclotron until I restock, but... there's a cube in Davy Jones.
Yep. The doorway scannable?
I've been looking for scannables. You know what I do. There's a big icon
Yep.
that appears if it's scannable. Okay?
Right.
Okay. That sounded unpleasant.
Yep, but usually these places are safe spaces.
I'm not going to take that for granted.
Yeah.
Outpost.
Bye?
Yeah, this is Phi. This is the teleporter in Phi. So that's how you turn it on.
Huh. I don't think this was quite the thing we were looking for, but...
It's the thing we found.
Is there... Yeah. There might be another cave further on, though.
Yes, but I'm going to bring the prawn suit for that.
Yeah. Because... we went up because that was admittedly counterintuitive, but...
What I'm tempted to do is build a base in here.
you know what? That would actually kind of help. Wait, what?
There's a cave
Is it
further
another-
on.
Do we need to mark this place down as the teleporter? Last speaking, but this feels, you know, of enough significance that we should mark it. I got that reference. This is actually, we could easily, you know, go back because, you know, go back with the prawn suit, restock, and then continue on from here.
Yeah.
Because we have a teleporter now.
Yes, we do.
Who cares we lack gold? We can just walk back to, you know, the place before.
Exactly.
sure it's a little bit of base building, but right now we're so frippin' lost that we need one.
Yeah.
So,
Also,
then again,
epics.
yeah.
Ah.
Ooh.
Difficulty has been encountered.
Right. Okay, it's plan B. We might have to go for, you know, exploring the other path to see if it leads out, though, then.
Yeah.
Right. Turn right, I think, here?
Yeah, it was down there.
Yep,
What
might
I'm
as well
thinking
pick up, you know.
is...
Yep.
I can at least start base construction.
Fair. I'd also grab, you know, the quantum blocker because it contains things like the emergency food supply.
Yes. Just moving the prawn suit, abandoning anything.
Yep.
I'm going to need that. Short 1 titanium and a gold.
Yep.
Also, it runs into a rock dam.
Hmm. I have to do a rearrangement, so...
But fortunately, something I can do is this. I have an inventory too!
I suppose that you could do it this way!
I just need to get to the Snow Fox.
Quartz.
Yes, gimme. If it's stupid, but it works.
Yep.
Speaking of stupid, but it works,
Yeah.
shortcut to the moon pool.
Oh, and we'll need to find... If you want to build a scare room, we'll need to find a way to power it.
Already built a hatch. That's what solar panels are for, isn't it?
Technically, yes, but my brain's also provided me with the words, "You're underground."
Okay, might grab some extra gold. Power transmitter.
That's fair. You might want to drink some of the water you have in your in your inventory.
Like so. You're going in the prawn suit.
Yep.
That's another thing I can build at this new base location. Snow Fox Charger.
Yep. You'll have. There's got the image of. You'll have to, you know, fold up the Snow Fox to bring it with you every single time you go through the door, but details.
No, Snow Fox can fit through the door, I think, because they got their Snow Fox thing inside.
Okay. The thought was they got their Snow Fox thing inside. However,
They could open the door.
Yeah.
I mean, it works. Technically.
Technically.
What happens if you go through the teleporter on a Snow Fox? Ah. Teleporter doesn't like Snow Fox. Okay.
You might have to resort to the old. Yes, this is definitely not a vehicle. This is my carry-on luggage.
Hmm.
You can go in, build, and then come back for the Snow Fox.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You might have to, you know, use the prawn suit inventory to stash things for a little bit.
Yeah.
While you know, get the because you might have to deconstruct the thing so you can fit in the scanner room.
Yeah. I'm just thinking. When you just went green. There we go.
Ooh, we don't have quite enough scanning range.
That's dead easy.
True.
Now.
Yeah, unfortunately cramped conditions.
Yeah.
I think you're only going to be able to fit in the scanner room.
Unless... Now, that gives me a bit more room to work with.
I suppose.
Like so.
Okay then.
Or more accurately, like so. Because that now gives me all that space to work with. T's better.
You might have to ladder down, I think.
Yeah, how low can you go? I may need some additional titanium. But that's okay. I know where I can find some titanium. Oops.
Yep, 63 on the Snow Fox.
Yeah. It'll need a little polishing. In fact, idea.
What?
Right, I'll have to go back to turn it off now. I just had the idea of setting Outpost Shai-Hulud to scan a room, but... Frostbites I can turn off more reliably.
Hey, Bit!
Hey, Pete!
This! Yeah! We, well, we are currently in Sub-Zero. Things we have done so far. Accidentally gone out of bounds. Found what we think is a one-way ice wall.
Nearly
Found a
got
teleporter.
Nearly got stabbed by a worm.
Ah yes, we went to a worm tunnel.
That was not advisable.
Yes, the owners objected strongly. Well, basically the fraud suit grapple lab, and we discovered that we had approached the crash site from the side with invisible walls.
Yeah.
You know, but... So,
We were
basically
feeling confident right up until the moment we walked through a mountain.
at that point, yeah, we decided to, you know, go back, and I decided to check the map, you know, the fair maps, to see, you know...
Where were we?
The hell. And it turns out, where were we was, you know, not where we you know, off the edge of the map, so...
Yep.
Don't worry about, you know, sleep schedule mess-ups. We all know what it's like to be part of the 2 AM club.
4 AM club, 6 AM club.
Yeah.
Wasn't what I wanted to do, but that reminds me. You know what? Having picked up an ion cube, I can make a recyclotron, so all I need to do is that. And I'm about to pick up a bunch more, so honestly, the more space I clear, the better.
It says, we're lucky the edge of the map didn't have any extra large leviathans.
No, I think that they didn't think you could even get out there. I know what to do with you.
Oh yes, the propulsion cannon, also known as the mining tool.
Yep. Gimme. The gimme
How's your
button.
inventory?
2 spaces left.
I think we want to leave enough that basically you can, if all else fails, build, you know, something that you can shove the recyclotron into.
That is exactly what I have
Got
picked
enough
up
to
the
take.
materials to do.
Yep.
Didn't I just turn? There he goes. Wee.
Ah yes, we. With exactly 7 E's. Hey, quartz.
Yes. Don't feel like walking all the way back out here, so let's go through the door of trials again.
Ah yes, the one we cannot drive through.
Not in this, anyway.
Yeah. I me with the words, no, this is not a vehicle, this is just my carry-on luggage.
Yep.
Ah yes. Ooh, the vehicle has to have a really good seat warmer if it manages to keep you completely warm outside the out in the snowy wasteland.
Yep. Fortunately, it seems to, so...
Okay, that is epic.
emergency power only. Oxygen production offline.
Only one glass. Does the job,
Guys,
though.
we need to make power. Let's test if, you know, we get solar power underground.
I think only depth is checked for solar panels, so... Are we generating power? Let's have a look. No, we're not. That's interesting.
Hang on, I have one other thought. What time of day is it?
Don't know, haven't built a control room here yet, but I can poke my nose outside and have a look. It was daylight back at Fire Robotics, but if...
Huh.
Hello.
That was impressive and also mildly terrifying.
Water reclaimed. It seems to know I'm here, but it can't get to me. Which must be incredibly frustrating.
Yep. My brain's reminding me of the words, gotta love those, you know, architect, you know, force fields or whatever's keeping them out.
Yeah. Now, how far can this go? Still connect to the solar panel about that far. But I'll put it there since it's a collector. In case I build more. That did it!
Huh.
Because it goes through walls.
Yep. Poor worm got invisible walled.
Pretty much. That bugs me.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Alright, I put the magnetite
Magnetite's
in
in the prawn.
Put the magnetite in the prawn suit. But while I have the inventory space, I should probably do this.
Yeah.
Like, realistically, there shouldn't be a single building left intact in the snowy caves when there's a giant when they drill through all the ice. That is true. However, this is built by architects, you know, those hyper-advanced aliens. Oh, and, magnetite?
Yes. My one
We also
piece
put the
of
snow fox
magnetite.
in there.
Yeah, good idea. Then I can take it back and forth more easily.
Yep.
A lamp to calm your nerves. You'll need it playing this game.
Yep. Ah yes, the recycle bin.
Well, it got a little bigger.
Yep, so where are we?
In the cave mouth.
Ah, nice. At least, so, from what we can tell, we're in the right place at least.
Yes. Okay. Well, I know base building isn't much fun for you, but I would quite like to at least get the scanner room to maximum range. So let's... No magnetite.
No magnetite.
But there is quartz. Quartz gives me solar panels.
Yeah, but also quartz is out where the worms are.
Yes.
I think we should just explore our way down and hope that, and see, and basically get things from Frostbite via that route.
Or the other route. Because there's a loop now.
Yeah.
Now, I think I can fit the prawn suit in there.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Huh. Shiny.
Battery,
We need more copper usually.
first aid kit, water purification tablet.
Take the battery, it's copper.
Yes, it is. No loose snow though, so I can't immediately use the water purification tablet.
You can eat a tree though.
Yep. Hey, natural grown tree.
Yes.
Ooh. I remember what those are.
What are they?
That's a lift.
Ah.
In case I'm wrong.
Okay. Are we taking the suit?
They didn't work on the prawn suit last game.
Huh. Weird and eerie. Okay, water now.
Now I want the prawn suit.
Yep.
On the other hand, I do have a sea glide. And a really big air tank.
That's true. No, it wasn't all that inviting, but still, we can go exploring a bit.
Hello, water bottle.
Or failing that, spare air. What? Laser cut to gain access.
Alright. Help us if I select the right tool.
Yep. Wait. When we were on the other side, did we have laser cut selected?
Yes.
Okay. Huh. Well, looks like we could change the name of this now.
For that matter.
We were originally trying to search for the facility 0, but well, our attempt at overlanding failed because we found, you know, edge of map and all that. So we went down here because we thought this tunnel might lead there, and we discovered one-way ice wall ?
Which was
So we
here.
decided to try and, you know, figure out whether or not we could go get the ice wall because it annoyed me from the other side.
And we did.
Yeah.
Now, you know what? I will leave a beacon on this one.
Yep.
I'm seeing no minerals, no harvestables, nothing.
Nope. This appears to be primarily an access tunnel.
Convenient access tunnel, though.
Yeah. We'll probably have to bring the prawn suit out the other way, I think. But yeah, this was not what we expected to find, but we found it.
I mean, there was going to be an other end to the teleporter. We just weren't expecting to find it.
Huh.
Yeah, it's going to bug me if I don't have that scanner room at maximum range.
It's fair.
Also, navigation will be easier.
You could, walk the prawn suit back, back to out Frostbite and then come around the other way. We're going to need to do it anyway, so might as well.
I mean, I'm going to need the prawn suit when we push on.
Can we push on?
Dude. This was not a dead end. That is a path carving away to the north.
Huh. Okay. Oh, okay. That's what you mean.
We found the way through and you want to go back?
No, I thought this was a dead end.
We find what we're looking for the whole time. We should go back.
Yes, it can. It also knocks you off every time it every time it hits you.
Yeah, and if it catches you on foot, you're insta-kill.
Yep. Yeah. Also, it's 841, which is sort of one of those things where it's like,
Okay, did I just use car keys for the Snow Fox? Because that's funny.
What's in your inventory right now?
A lot of things, including 2 batteries I need to turn back into copper, some med packs I don't need right this second, a bladderfish,
and way too much water.
For overland, for base building, yes. For overlanding, no. I've been using it at about that rate. Because I haven't needed to eat a salad.
Right.
Okay.
Well, I can tell you what magnetite, because that's what's slowing you down.
Yeah. And all of my magnetite is over there.
Hammond.
You know, I'm just going to drink this bladderfish.
Yep. I have a really, really stupid, really, really fast idea to get you your range upgrades to, the new base. Yes, that is indeed correct. You're looking at the right direction. Take them from this one.
That defeats the purpose. Then I have another base bugging me because it's only half finished. There's Hammond.
Yep.
I can make that in one tank.
Okay. We should also, while we're there, probably also grab, you know, one more iron cube because we used one for the recyclotron and one activating the portal.
Yeah, I want to load one back into the locker.
Yep.
Restock JV Jones. Hey, it's the hole I went into.
Hmm.
Oh great, silver.
You think he saw us?
Probably. Lithium!
Lithium.
What?
Shipping problem, probably.
Looks like it.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Okay.
Magnetite overflow?
Alright, there's a magnetite overflow. I forgot.
Yes.
They're easier to transport if I do this.
Yep.
Shouldn't need any extra magnetite.
Yeah. You might need some more beacons though.
Yeah. Okay. Quartz was the other thing I needed. Quartz, and I've got some titanium handy. Wow, a whole second solar panel. Gonna have to find quartz in the field. We also wanted an ion cube filter locker, didn't we?
Yep. That we can just swap into the locker.
Exactly.
Why do we have a base near one of the Leviathans?
I mean this one. And by one of the...
Well, are you talking about the ice worms?
Because this base does have a neighbour.
Yeah. No, not actually. What was after us earlier was not a Leviathan.
Now the place is just full of sharks. Not the squid sharks or the brute sharks, but they had a...
The dinosaur sharks.
Yeah, they had a complicated name. I didn't bother memorizing it, so we just call them Do You Think He Saw Us? Offload. Off the store. Check. Okay. That's about the best I can do for now. So.
Okay.
Yeah, these things just the locals. There's a couple dozen of them around.
Yeah.
There's another
We're not
one.
entirely sure they like us.
They're okay neighbours. I mean, yeah, they try to bite you occasionally, but... What's the odd med pack between friends? Right, solar panels also take copper, when I just offloaded all my copper.
Didn't we have a bunch in the back of the prawn suit? I'm just thinking, do we want to go back via Scotty's tunnel? That way we have space that's not taken up by the snow fox.
Well, do we want to take the snow fox is the other question.
Probably not, actually. The only reason we talked about Snow Fox was because this tunnel had a convenient exit location.
True.
Probably want oxygen first.
Obviously. Copper wire is copper. Copper. Need to restock that. Ooh, quartz.
It says those things sound much bigger than they actually are.
Yeah. I discussed earlier, a squid shark fooled me into thinking it was a leviathan by screaming from the depths below.
Was there anything interesting down there besides the squid shark?
Yeah, I thought I told you. Two different sea truck
Other
modules.
than the module bits.
It was technically an adjacent new biome.
Was there any, interesting resources?
Early access to a few things like diamonds, I think.
No room.
No room, but there's a lot of copper at the entrance. It would be good to remember that.
So just a bunch of diamonds and stuff like that.
Again, I can show you.
Nah, it's fine.
Shouldn't be too difficult to find. Just go to the twist. Go to that kind of twisty.
Go twisty bits and then go down.
Yeah, just go down. Dodge a squid shark. You're fine.
Yeah.
I mean, if I didn't already know that there's a bunch of them in one place, encountering a squid shark early in the game possibly would have fooled me into thinking that the squid shark was a leviathan. It's just not quite big enough to be a leviathan. But, I mean, it gets a custom kill animation, and not many things get that.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
That'll do.
Okay, so where are we right now?
We are in the center there. In the cave system. Cave exits there. That looks suspiciously like another cave.
Yep.
If we look at the maps.
Yeah, because we went to Shai Halud, we went around and...
Yeah. Shai Halud is basically there.
Yeah.
We came out, went across that field, went around.
We're around here.
I think we're in here somewhere.
Yeah.
This way is the best bet.
Yep.
Directly east of... There's the thing. There's the cave mouth. Around there. There's a twisty little ravine. That looks like another cave. Which, if I can get it to stop moving it to clear a bit, looks like it leads down here somewhere.
Maybe.
Yeah, that looks like where we're aiming for.
Hmm.
No, wait, hang on from this angle. Is that cave or seabed?
Seabed, I think. Wait.
Okay.
Get back to where you were before. No,
That's the cave to us.
Yep. So, what's that cave then? No, wait, that...
Cave here. It is a cave, but it's one that goes from the sea under the ice shelf.
Huh. That might be why there's war, because you never they expect you to get to Outpost Zero via the cave, not via over ice shelf.
Huh.
Huh.
That looks interesting.
Yeah. It's... Yeah, I'd like to try that method into getting to Area Zero.
Yeah. It looks to be...
But, because right now it's 9 o'clock and I don't think I'm got another stupid long exploration in me.
Right.
I really do wish they, you know, at least put other scanner rooms on this damn thing.
Yeah, it would make the job easier, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Then we'd at least know what things are relative to each other.
Yeah. So, you are the interesting thing.
Yep.
Hey! Quartz finally shows up here.
Huh.
Lithium.
Fragments?
Ooh, there's fragments.
Fami is thinking, that's probably just... Fami is going,
Ooh,
that's just going
it's
to be,
picked
you
up
know...
a fragment in the cave. And if there's a fragment in the cave... multiple fragments in the cave, then what that gives me is a way of locating it.
Okay.
I'll just go and make a couple more solar panels.
Yep.
Because I want the scanner room to stay active at night. I really do need more quartz. Maybe a base building and mining stream sometime when you don't have to put up with me.
Yep.
Hello, neighbour.
Oh.
It's like Mr. Rogers, if Mr. Rogers was a giant murderous ice worm.
Huh.
Down to 1 out of 2 quartz.
Yep.
Those are the only fragments I think I'm picking up.
Huh.
So that's neat.
Nice.
Very.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Are you sure you want to gather quartz here?
Gotta gather it somewhere. Besides, just so that it's easy to find this part of the cave again, I probably want to do this.
Yeah.
Oop. The other one has got his tunnel, so it's got his cave. But
Yep.
yes, hello.
Yep.
Hey, that's an ice worm. Annoyed that it can't reach me.
Yep.
It's also night. Let me see. What was the recipe for... of bloody course.
Magnetite?
and a battery.
Ugh.
Which we've been merrily disassembling.
Yep.
Presumably you can swap it for an ion battery once it's built.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Yeah. Oh, wait.
There's the magnetite. Copper. There's the titanium. Now, where am I going to find 2 ribbon points? Also, let's just run a quick experiment. It's currently night time, all the solar panels will be generating. Is 150 power bank sufficient? I can't proceed with the other half of the plan and monitor the base at the same time. This is very frustrating. Well, I'll know if the base runs out of power before dawn, because all the HUD markers will disappear.
Yep.
Okay. Let's play one of the oldest games, called What Can We Get Away With?
Okay.
Why do I have 3 titanium ingots in the box?
No idea.
That's accessible. Standalone on mine. Book standalone. Silver. The ice worm did not attack at night. It attacked with the sun. Is this ice worm
I think
nocturnal? Sorry, Diana?
I think... No, I think it's just a case of,
Yeah, I was in range for it to hit me that time.
Yep.
Yeah, just gonna buff that out.
Yeah, I'm thinking... No, I think we did get attacks at night. It's just that, well, I think we got lucky with the fact that basically when we're deep inside the cave, it doesn't really register us. So it's probably, you know, something like on the other side of its patrol route.
Yep,
Bye.
that's the field of 5 ice worms. I don't feel like going out there again. That's Outpost Hope, is what that is.
Outpost Hope. My brain went automatically auto-corrected to be out past Hope.
You're also not wrong. It's titanium I'm missing this time.
How deadly is the worms with prawn suit?
That last attack did 50.
Yeah.
50%.
Yep. Prawn suit offers protection. Not much. Just enough.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
The sea truck is actually slightly tougher than the prawn suit, I think. Based on Leviathan damage.
But unfortunately, sea trucks don't work on land.
No, they don't. Bit of a design flaw there. Well, it's time to pick up some quartz that's not surrounded by ice worms.
Yeah.
That's enough for now.
Yeah.
I can indulge my obsession with windows at a later time.
Yep. Yeah, so walk the prawn suit back home now.
Probably a good idea.
Oh, get prepared for panic screaming terror as we once more traverse the worm infested my brain is worm infested arm, and then my brain provide with, this is gonna suck, isn't it?
Quite possibly, yes.
Onwards, I guess.
Yeah, I'm just...
I don't.
Oh, that leads me back the way.
You're a bit lost, aren't you?
Nope. I'm trying to head east. Which is away from base, I know, it's not home. But I'm trying to see if there's any way through towards the caves.
Ah.
Answer so far is no, but it's worth checking.
Yep.
No, we're back at the spare mine.
Yep. Let's get out of Iceworm territory before they decide to stab with the suit a few more times.
Yeah. Yeah. Out of Iceworm territory sounds like a good place to be.
Yep.
Excuse me, I'm just going to fall off this cliff.
Yep.
Because I am wondering.
I've just... What's quartz? Because I just had a thought. The place to start the expedition for Outpost Zero, if we're going for underwater route next time, might actually be back at, you know, the Pingling base.
Yeah, maybe.
Because shouldn't... If that's closer, shouldn't their scanner be able to pick it up?
We can have a look around. See what we can see. Oh, would you look at that?
Huh. Cool.
Odd meters.
No, this is a dead end.
And why is my beacon over here?
Because you just went in a circle.
Because it's not a deep underwater cave that we just found, it's just an offshoot.
Yeah.
So it's got some quartz in it.
Yeah, because the other side of the glacier is full of these sort of nooks and crannies, so we might actually have to use, you know, the scanner room for this.
Yes, we may have to, at some point, draw diagrams. Because that looks promising. No, that's heading northeast.
Yeah.
It's the edge of... Bless you. I'm just wondering if I could see where the cave entrance we saw on the scanner room was supposed to be, and it turns out I can't.
Yep. You'll probably have to resort to, you know, scanner room and maybe going in the sea truck. Maybe. Because yeah, we've hit this mining site before.
Yeah. Yeah, that looks familiar.
Yep.
There's no north left here, I'm just walking along.
Yep. So, yeah.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Hang on. Is the Snow Fox still inside the prawn suit?
No.
No.
Snow Fox is back at it's back at Outpost Frostbite with the sea truck.
Right, because we took the tunnel in order to get to the prawn suit.
Yeah. Yeah, we've come too far east. Oh, look at the power.
Yeah? Oh!
Yeah.
Hang on a moment. It might be... Oh.
Because it's night.
Look out the window.
It's night and we plugged in a prawn suit. With
Ooh.
2 ion power cells.
Right, we might maybe build, a couple more solar panels for this place.
It'll be fine come morning. I hope.
Warning, emergency power only.
You were saying? Well, I guess at least the darkness in here makes the outside look a little prettier.
Yeah.
I remember that time when, it was a while back, but electric storm rolled through and basically me and the family just sort of sat down by one of the windows and just watched the pretty lights. It also fried our modems, which was bad, but it was nice and pretty while it lasted.
Yeah. All the penguins have run off.
Oh.
Yeah, the other tunnel was around the corner from Scotty's tunnel, and that's what, 800 meters away. It's not even going to show up on the scan.
True.
Warning, emergency power only. Oxygen production offline.
But yeah, if we're at about this map intersection here, then if Scotty's tunnel is about there, directly north of the promontory, then the tunnel we saw would be about the sun's come up.
Yep.
Would be about there.
Power restored.
Yeah.
All primary systems
That's actually a long way from the 0, so
But it looks like it's leading into this area, which is the important bit.
Yeah.
Power's back on, and the penguins have returned.
Yep.
So I am going to eat a tree.
Yep.
Eat a tree, drink a fish, standard procedure.
Eat a tree, drink a fish, yep.
Yep.
I just love how ridiculous that sounds, yet it makes sense.
Yeah.
God damn it. It's one of those, it makes sense in context.
And given the time and the fact that we now have a plan, something we haven't had in about 5 streams, the time has come for the stream to end.
Yep.
So, thanks to everybody who's watched. Thanks to Pete. Good to have you in chat.
Yep.
We didn't see Frost today. That's strange.
A little weird, but well.
Yeah. It has been a pleasure streaming for you. As always, this has been a Roombas of Thought live stream. I am Stalking Horse.
I'm Indecisive Spy.
And hopefully we will continue to be so until the next time we stream.
Yes.
It has been an absolute pleasure. And
Yep.
yeah, I hope everyone who's watched, whether live or on the VOD, will join us for next time when we're going to see if we can finally push through to Outpost 0, which we've now been trying to do for, what, 3 streams?
Something more. I think something more along the lines of 2.
2, but you've
Mostly
been trying
because
to
we've
get... 2, but you've been trying to get me to do it for about 5.
Yeah.
Because I am a Roomba, and I see windows. Base without window must fix.
Why do I get the incredible impression that if I build a base somewhere on something, I can just basically show it to you and just rely on you to handle my glazing?
Possibly. I've just realised I also forgot to turn on Spotify for the ending music, so that would have helped.
I'm pretty sure we could fill the ether with our voices just fine. Sort of.
We can, but typically we shouldn't.
Fair. But yeah. Until next time. See ya.
Thank you all, and good night. Or good morning, depending on your time zone.
Those things. Well. Good whatever time zone you are.
Farewell.
See ya.